Alright guys, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, but editing does take time and this video might be a little bit longer. So let's dive into it. You should have your media, which includes photos, videos, music. You should have them somewhere safe, a folder somewhere. Before we dive into pulling our media into this program, let's look at our options up here. There's a media tab, which we're currently in. Left of that, this is a library of stuff that you could use. See how it says try it? I could try this and put it in, but you see how it has this little star? It means that it's like a premium feature, and it won't let me export my video if I use that. So if you ever see a little yellow star in the top left of something you're using, don't use it because you can't export your video. But you could play around with these just to see what they look like, and they look pretty cool. But just a little library of stuff you can use. Okay, right of that, like I said, here's where we add our media. Okay, this tab is our text tab. If you want to add, introduction text or like credits at the end or something like that, titles, whatever. Here is audio that they provide for you. So it's a bunch of it. And you could use this for background music in your video. Okay, right of our audio tab is our transitions tab. These help you transition from one slide to another. So I don't know if you guys have ever been in PowerPoint, you can add little transitions between slides. It's kind of same idea, but you're transitioning between videos or pictures on your timeline down here. So it's kind of nice. Usually if you don't do this, it just cuts from one clip to the other. And I'll show you more about these in a second. Okay, right of that are some things that they call graphics. So they have backgrounds, they have solids, they have overlays, they have frames. So these are some cool things that you can add as well. So we'll look into those too. Okay. So back to putting our media in. So I'm here in my media tab. I'm going to say, okay, let's import. I'll click here. You can browse and select. So if I browse, I remember where I saved everything. It was in my Dane folder under Turtle Video. I could hold in Shift and get all those and say open, or I could have just drug them in there. Okay. If I had my file open like here, I could have just drug them in. So either way works. Now, I don't have as much media as I should. You guys should have more than this. If you look down here in our timeline, this is where all the magic happens with editing. We can add one audio track and two video tracks. I actually added a third video. So if you want to add one, you just hit the little plus arrow. Say I want another audio track. You could say, okay, now I have 2 audio tracks and 3 video tracks. So you can add or remove these as needed. Right here, this blue thing is called a playhead. And what happens is, if say I want to start out with this photo, I'll drag it down to video 1. I can take my playhead, and if I zoom in here on the right, and I can slide it across my image or video, and it'll let me preview it up here in this little preview area, and it tells me how far into it I am. I'm a second, 1.2 seconds into it right now, and say I'm previewing something and I'm like, hey, I want to cut out the end of this. You can hit the little scissors and it'll turn it into 2 separate clips. And I could take this and I could delete it. Alright, but it's really not gone per se, because I could click on this and I could drag it out and it's there again. Okay, so you can also shorten things by dragging the ends or by cutting it and dragging little sections that you cut. So you can do a lot here. You can chop things up and use bits and pieces. So, but I like this. I want the whole thing. Okay, I want it to go all the way where he goes back into his shell. Alright, so I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. So that's about 4 seconds long, and I could adjust it if I want. But the timeline, I mean, it can go on infinitely. But the more stuff, like the longer stuff that you add, say I add a song in here, it's like 5 minutes long. You know, I'm going to have this big long song in my timeline, then my media all crammed up here. So just think about that. Okay, so I want to start with this video. Well, actually, before this video, I want to have a graphic. So I'm going to click and find my graphics. Okay, they're right here, or no, where are they? Where did they go? Here we are, at the very end. And I can click on them, it'll preview them over here. I can drop the one I want in. I'm going to do it on video 2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. So I'm going to go up here to my text, and some of this text will play over the top of whatever you put it above. So if I put it above this, it takes priority. So right now, if I were to play right here, I wouldn't see this turtle because my graphic is above it. So let's play and see. Okay, see, it didn't even show the turtle. But if my turtle was above it, then I'd see the turtle and not my graphic. But some things let you overlay one onto another. So I could have this graphic and overlay text, and it would play into it. So I could drag my text right here. Now if I play, I have my graphic plus text in it. So I'm going to double click on my text to edit it. I'm say it's crazy turtle time. And I could change the color. Say I might want to make it green like a turtle. And I can make it larger or smaller. If I click here on manual, I can make it a lot bigger so that it really stands out. I can grab it and move where it is. So I could put it down low or in the middle, wherever. You know, the green actually is kind of hard to see. So maybe I'll do red. Okay, I'm going to say save changes. I could preview it over here. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. Say save changes. Okay, it's crazy turtle time. And then I'm going to have my crazy turtle pop up right after that. One thing that's good to do is edit to the beat of music. So I like to add my music in pretty soon. So I'm going to go back to my media, and I'm going to find the song that I want. Okay, I could use that song. I got that from the royalty-free website. Or I could put in this video and just have the music from it playing in the background. I think I'm going to put in this video. So I'm going to put my turtle up here. I'm going to put this video on the bottom so I don't see it. And let it play underneath everything. Okay, cool. I like it. Now I could have this song in here somewhere too. Since I made 2 audio tracks, I could drag it down here, and I could use this instead. So say I didn't want this, I could get rid of it. And something cool with this music is that you can adjust the volume in different places. So say I want it to kind of crescendo and get louder as it goes on. Everywhere I click, it gives me a little edit point. So there's a white edit point there. If I click here, I can make another. And I could drag it like that. And now it's going to get louder as it goes. Okay, so I could do that too. For now, I'm going to use this for my music. You don't want to make your clips too long. So say I had like this picture in here and it was like, I don't know, like 35 seconds long or 40 seconds long or whatever. Okay, it's just too long. You don't want to have it that long, and that's why I wanted you to get a lot of pictures so that you don't have a bunch of long ones. What I'm going to do is just start dragging stuff in here and playing with it. Okay, I'm going to put my GIFs in first, and then I'll put in my static picture here. Okay, so let's see what we got. And you can click here and preview it in full screen. Hit spacebar. Okay, it was a little laggy. When you finalize it, it gets rid of that, and sometimes this video below would pop up. So I think it'll fix that when you export it. But let's add some transitions. So I'm going to go here to transitions, and it was just, you know, going from one clip right to the next. But I want to make it put an interesting transition in. So you can click on these and get previews. This is a crossfade. The first clip fades into the second. There's a cross blur, cross zoom, cross dissolve. You have a wipe up. You have a rainbow one. I mean, there's a lot of options here. So maybe I'll do this parasol one because it's kind of crazy. I'll drop it between the two. Now let's see what it looks like. Okay, these are actually a little too short. So I mean, you want to keep them short, but you don't want to lose content. So I'm gonna make that one a little longer. That one a little longer. The cool thing about editing is you could just go and fix things and adjust things. And so let's play it again. Okay. Okay, I did that on purpose because I wanted it to transition right after the ding ding. So I shortened that clip. And that's something, a little trick you can do is edit things to the sound. It just adds to the feeling and emotion in it. We call it editing to the beat. So when that beat hit ding ding, I edit it so that it went to the next clip. So right at 20, it dropped a beat. So I could put that one at 20 and then add my next one in right after that. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. So, all right. What else? Okay, I'll show you a thing or two more and then I'll let you guys play with it. Yeah, no, that's really pretty much it as far as editing goes. Just make sure that, you know, it flows well. You have some transitions in there. You put some kind of title text in or credit text, or you can even add this in later. You know, there's a million things you could do. You can be so creative with this program. And, you know, you don't have to make yours like mine. You can do something completely different and it would be just fine. But I do want you to have, you know, some text for your intro, some kind of title. I want you to have some transitions, some kind of sound effects or music, you know, some pictures that are compiled together, one after another. And let's see, yeah, one song, one video, at least 10 pictures. So this is just a minimum, but you can add a lot more than that and just make it your own. All right, have fun with it, guys.